it struck me, and I think struck you too, there's a couple of things that stand out about the movie, but at the end of the film, there is a party scene, and you see just about every kind of variation of casual to semi-sharp,
the whole scale. Yep.
Dress with a kilt that we talk about here. So to that end, I'm not sure how well this will show up on screen, but bring up castle number 1, Rocky.
That's Mac.
Mac.
Hold
Rocky.
on. I'm gonna do it.
Use your powers. Okay.
Look at that.
So hopefully you guys can see this. But if you look over on the far left, you're going to see a guy in tartan trousers. And then you're going to see a guy wearing a jumper, a wool jumper, and hiking boots. Over on the far right, which is cut off.
Socks squished down, by the way.
Socks squished down, like he looks like he's going to go for a hike.
Yep.
I don't know who wears socks squished down today.
Yes, Mac, we're aware of this. You have next. You have the guy in the tweed with the velvet collar. He's a background character, but he is the best dressed guy in the whole darn movie.
I'll agree with that.
I tried really hard to find other images of him, and I'll show them later. But it's just like, damn, that's a good outfit. That's really good. There is one guy in a proper PC, which you can barely see over on the far right. You can just see in this screen cap. You can only see his vest, unfortunately.
His belly.
His belly sticking out. Yep.
He's behind the lady in the gold dress.
Yep. And there's that's Midge. I think Marty.
I'm horrible with character actors.
Yeah. Okay. There's a guy towards the back on the right in a leather chieftain's vest and Highland shirt and hiking boots. And then behind him you see Angus in a Fair Isle sweater. And then you see the guy with the bow tie and what looks like a Saxon vest and cream hose and stuff. And it's not
semi-dress born.
Yeah, and it's not great. Special mention for the guy who was just in the suit with the braided beard. I don't know where that came from. And then we have, of course, our Duke in Prince Charlie. He did actually have a jacket on with the outfit earlier in the film, but he takes it off before they even enter the hall for the party. And he is wearing ghillie boots with that outfit. What do you want to look at next as a close-up, Rocky?
You know the photo's not me.
All right, let's tear him to shreds. Call up castle number 6, please. Since we're talking about Cary. We'll tell you a lot of the time that one thing you should never do is wear a studded tuxedo shirt with a Prince Charlie. So, ta-da! What this underscored for me is that half the things we talk about here as our impression of convention doesn't apply to the rest of the world. People break these rules all the time. I like the sporran. I like the fact that he's got the classic horsehair sporran.
Is it goat hair or horse hair? Okay.
Goat hair. Yeah. Sorry. It's a bit much. And
do we know his last name in the movie?
Dunbar is all they say.
No, it's Dun Dunbar is the castle. Castle.
I thought they said his last name, and I couldn't rember what it was, and I wasn't going to rewatch it to find out.
He's wearing the McLean Tartan,
right?
But he's not wearing Dunbar. I don't know if his last name is Dunbar.
He's supposed to be the Duke of Dunbar. There is no Duke of Dunbar, by the way.
What about Dun Dunbar?
Dun Dunbar. I looked that up. Here, why don't you go back to us for a minute?
You just stutter. Dun Dunbar.
Dun dun dun.
For those who really want to know, where's my note on this?
No, it's done.
Oh, is it done? Yeah, so basically, Dunbar, there's actually a town called Dunbar. It's in Haddingtonshire, up on the Forth. The term bar means top, tip, crop, or produce, from the Old Irish bar, top, tip, crop, and produce, or Gaelic bar, height or hill, and dun also means hill or a fortified mound. So the name of the castle, technically, as Dun Dunbar, is Fort Hilltop, or Fort Hilltop Fort. So, just so you know. They wanted to make sure you knew that it was on a hill.
This castle, that's actually a manor.
It's actually a manor house. Yeah. I have notes on that too, but I don't have to talk about it. I'm going to show you call up castle number 4, please, Mac. Now, the party is supposed to be this village, so you have, I think they're trying to show, like, real, quote-unquote, people, quote-unquote. But this guy, he's obviously got more. He's got
panache.
He's got some panache here. I mean, look, he's got a tweed jacket with the ticket pocket, which is very de rigueur right now, and the specialized collar. He's got a pocket square. It's hard to see in this photo, but he actually does have a watch fob on his watch chain. And the sporran, I couldn't make out what style the sporran was. But it was just
looks like a day sporran. It's a black blob in this photo.
Yeah.
But it looks like a day sporran. I will point out Glencairn glass.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
it's in the movie quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it struck me that this guy looks so good, but he's just in the background.
Yeah.
This is peak elegant daywear as far as I'm concerned.
Is it Cur Ancient?
I can't tell. No, I don't think it's Cur Ancient.
I thought it was Hay.
No, it's not Hay.
Or is it
I've
Butte?
never seen it.
I didn't have a store to Butte.
Okay.
Eh,
Yeah.
it has a white stripe in it.
There is
true.
a serial kilter in the movie, and that's Thomas, who's basically the Duke's kind of right-hand man. The first time you see him is in when he's doing a tour guide thing, and that's Castle 00, Mac, if you please.
He's in his punk rock phase.
Right. I mean, is this the lead singer of the Real Mackenzies, or is it
Paul
tour
McKenzie's
guide?
wearing the Mackenzie
I
tartan.
know, he looks like freaking Paul
That's
McKenzie.
spectacular. We should have brought up a picture of Paul McKenzie for the edited version.
Okay,
Paul
we'll do that
McKenzie
later.
photo here.
By the way, that jacket is now for sale. There is a place called California Jackets, which is making a reproduction of that very jacket. You can buy it for $185. Yeah. So I don't know what they thought the impact of this film would be, but yeah, they thought so.
The huge cultural impact of Brooke Shields. And
I don't know, man, but you can't see it in his photos, but he is wearing, I can't remember if they're Dice or Argyle hose, but he did have,
I think they're diced.
they were
They're hose
diced,
tops,
and he's
yeah.
got garter ties, set flashes.
I love the plain black T-shirt with it as well.
Right.
It is very much a punk rocky kind of look. Just
Yep.
I don't care. This is fun.
He has the generic thistle cap badge from Gaelic Themes. He has a feather in the Glengarry for I don't know why, because you wouldn't actually wear that unless he's supposed to be a clan chief. And then he's got a what looks like a vintage military dress sporran.
Wouldn't clan chiefs have 3 feathers?
Well,
So one maybe he's an armiger.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Again, there's a lot they could have done with this plot that they didn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the outfit definitely looks like he's going to go on stage and sing some punk tunes. The combination is just kind of odd. I know what they were trying to go for was he's an ordinary guy. He's putting on the show for the tourists. He's trying to put together a shoestring budget presentation thing, and it's supposed to look rustic and, like he's a humble guy trying to do something that's not really what he wants to be doing. He looks a lot better if you call up image Castle number 3. This is the same character's outfit in the dance scene.
The look on his face is spectacular you got there.
That's what I could do. I actually like this outfit. I wouldn't wear it to a evening party because I'm more stuffy than these people, I think. But he has tweed kilts in a few parts of the film. I don't know if you qualified this as a tweed, but he has a tweed kilt in our part of the film. He is wearing a buckle underneath his waistcoat, which we usually don't recommend doing unless he's planning on taking that waistcoat off sometime very soon. And he's got the classic Prince Charlie sporran. So this is a guy who actually wears kilts on a regular basis, if you believe the movie.
I will point this out. I hate that kilt. The
Really?
set size of that pattern is like 3/4 of an inch.
Mm-hmm.
If it's tweed, I want to see it. I haven't seen many tweeds that are that Christmassy or on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
It's something.
I had another picture of his tweed kilt, but I'm not going to bother with it right now.
Okay.
Do you think most of the accessories are higher accessories?
No.
No, we know that House of Cheviot provided the kilt hose, for instance.
Yeah, that was in the comments here as well, and it looked like Loch Heron blankets and all around in the castle.
They went over the top in the movie with tartan on everything, which is fine and good.
You want to come back to us for a second?
Yeah.
I have 2 more images we'll get to, but if you want to keep going. But they went over the top with freaking Christmas decorations. I mean, it's the humble village and the castle that's fallen on hard times, and it's like, but we happen to have all these huge, expensive LED light decorations in the attic apparently. Because
Yep. wreaths everywhere, and yeah,
It's ridiculous.
Of course, because if you don't have money, you go all for Christmas,
right? So I don't know. I mean, the one image we didn't show was the character Angus in the Fair Isle sweater. Again, perfectly acceptable casual kilt outfit, So it's funny because the party scene actually was kind of cool in that respect. If you take it, I found it the juxtaposition of the women in these beautiful evening gowns with the guys in their casual day wear a little bit
or work boots and
a little bit
jumper.
odd. It's like, oh, they're supposed to look manly and rustic and not pretentious, and it's like, okay, we get it, fine, we get it, but
indeed,
yeah, and we know some women had different opinions of the wedding or of the gown.
Yes, Casey did not like.
Casey hated the gown. My wife was like, eh. Her point was she wished we could see something more than Royal Stewart on women's clothing. Yeah.
And maybe a little bit more historical of a cut, but hey, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not historical. It's a ball gown. It's completely
No,
modern.
but she found it in the castle, remember?
She found it in bedroom number 9, and I think it belonged to his previous wife, and that was a plot point that they dropped on the floor.
Dun, dun, dun.
Very well could have been.
Mm-hmm. And that whole... What's the deal with the locket? I think the locket must have had like a picture of her grandfather and his grandmother, and they were in love or some BS like that.
Are you angling for a Christmas gift?
Are you saying they're related? They're brother and sister?
But here's my pitch. Here's my pitch for a better version of the movie.
Part 2.
No. This is completely different, but the same concept. We make a rom-com.
The prequel.
We call it Hogmanay, right? And it's an authoress who is famous for her historical fiction about the Highlands and love stories during the Jacobite uprising, the 45. See where I'm going with this?
No idea, Erik.
And meets a guy who is a historical preservationist guy, and he hates everything she's written because it's not accurate. And they meet at the big Hogmanay, it ends with a big Hogmanay celebration, which is a fundraiser to save a battlefield.
And there's a murder.
And there's a real castle. There's a real freaking castle.
Not a manor house?
Not a manor house.
Not a manor house. Okay.
But I think, but think about it. I mean, you could like dig up archaeological remains. You could go into the cellar and they find out that, his grandmother really, or his great-great-great-grandmother really was there at the battle, like his family's history said. But the historical society hated him. And
still there in the basement.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Now back me up, guys. I think they missed an opportunity to riff on the whole Outlander thing, big time. But
I think they were going somewhat Outlander, somewhat. Who's the lady that does the Harry Potter thing?
J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, like her being like attacked on Twitter and and I don't know.
She's
I think
attacked
they were
for
kind
much more weighty issues than killing a character.
Understood, but I think it's kind of in line with what the idea was based on.
I got that.
Yeah.
So we could make a better movie. I will say one thing. The movie
Krampus.
There is a movie called
In
Krampus.
the Highlands. A Krampus castle for Christmas.
Hey guys.
Budget of $87. We already have the mask.
He has to find the magical iron brew in order to get home.
He has to get the kids out of the bag.
No, he put the wrong kid in the bag.
Oh.
And he has to go on a quest to get the kid out of the bag.
To put the kid back.
Oh my god, I love
Liam.
this. I love this. Oh man.
Hollywood, you hear that?
There you go.
We're for hire. You can do this.
Yeah.
I got a castle for Christmas, and all the acting was bad. If you guys want to see more dumb content that we've made, check out these videos over here. Have a happy holiday, guys.